Okay, so I wanted to document this whole process. I don't really have a good setup right now, it's just my phone. I don't have a tripod. So I just got out of my pre-op appointment for my breast augmentation that I'm getting on December 10th. I'm really excited. This is something that I wanted for so long, and I just feel like it's the right time of my life right now. But I will go into all the reasons and thoughts about it later. I just wanted to document a little bit about what I did today. I have had a virtual appointment, and that's when I talked to the doctor before. I sent in photos and they gave me a whole rundown. And then today I actually went in person and they took photos, more official photos. And then I tried on different sizes. I'll show you a couple of pictures of the size that I ended up choosing. Yeah, ultimately I went with a smaller size, but it does have a little bit of projection, and I'll kind of talk about that later, why I wanted some projection. Overall, I'm going for a really natural look, and I want it to fit my body and be really proportionate with my body. So I tried on sizes. The doctor came in and he drew on me and showed me the different measurements and kind of what to expect. And he was really, really nice. I really like him. His name is Dr. Guerra and he's in Scottsdale. So I'm in Arizona right now. And the reason I went with him is because I had a friend who actually went with him and she was really, really happy with it. The appointment was really long. I had to fill out a ton of paperwork, and they went through all the risks and the medication I have to take before, the things I can't do. It's been kind of a long day, but I'm headed back to my parents' house. Bryant is in California, moving our stuff. So I'm doing this all alone, and Scottsdale's over an hour away from where my parents live. So it's gonna be a long drive, but yeah, I'm gonna take you along the ride. But yeah, I'm gonna share before and afters. I'm gonna share the whole process. So stick around if you wanna see how that all goes. So we woke up at 5:30 today and we're on our way to the surgery center. Today's the day. It's kind of crazy. I looked in the mirror this morning and realized my body will never look exactly like this again. That was kind of a crazy realization. But I'm ready. I'm ready for this. Excited. Hope everything goes well.
So, how are you feeling this fine morning?
I am really excited. Kind of just want to get it over with.
That's it?
Yeah, I don't know. I've waited for this for a long time, so I'm just excited. A little nervous about getting IV because last time I had surgery, they had to stick me 4 times, and I hate needles. And because I'm obviously dehydrated right now, I just know it's going to be hard for them to find my vein. So that's the part I'm least looking forward to. Yeah. It's when I literally gave birth, the worst part of it was the IV for me. You can ask Brian. Yeah. I nonstop just asked them to take it out, before and after I had the baby. I was like, okay, when does this come out?
Are you nervous that you made the right decision, or are you confident?
I feel pretty confident. I mean, there is a level of, wow, I'm modifying my body by putting a foreign substance in there. But I don't know, I kind of just keep thinking of the end goal, and I think of other people who have done it, and I'm they're okay, I'll be okay. I mean, yeah, I feel pretty confident about it. And like I said, I've literally thought about this for probably 15 years.
How do you think your family will react once it's actually happened?
My family is a family of boys. I think my family's gonna pretend it didn't happen. I think they're gonna just
no eye contact.
Yeah, no eye contact probably for a week, but it is what it is. Your mom's gonna be just cheering me on.
Yeah.
Your mom and his mom and grandma are good for you.
Yeah. Girl powered.
So I'm in kind of the pre-op area right now, and I just signed a bunch of paperwork, and they put the IV in. Bryant gets to come and be with me, so I'm stoked about that. But yeah, now it's just kind of a waiting game. I think the doctor's gonna come talk to me soon, and then we go into surgery. Woo. Hi guys, I just got out of surgery. I'm feeling good. I'm not in pain, just a little stiff. And I can't breathe very deeply. And now Bryant is taking me to get soup. I'm very excited. I think I'm a little bit on drugs right now.
A little bit on drugs.
But,
Just a little bit.
but I feel okay. I feel kind of like after I got wisdom teeth. Bye. So it is day 5 since I had my surgery. First few days were just a blur because I was on pain medication and it just knocked me out. So I feel like I did literally nothing but sleep those first few days. Today I am feeling a lot better. I'm still really uncomfortable. I feel like that's the best word to describe kind of how I'm feeling. I'm not in pain unless I like make a wrong move, but just like sitting here, I'm not in as much pain as I was. So I kind of feel like I underestimated the recovery process, to be honest. So for 3 weeks, I have to have like my arms pinned at my side basically. And so that's been really hard with Jade, of course, because she just wants me to hold her. And it's really hard for me to not be super independent. Like I have to have Bryant helped me with literally everything, but I can shower, I'm able to shower, I'm able to wash my own hair. For the most part, I've been a little more independent the last couple days because I'm just not in as much pain. I do have to like wear this special bra all the time and it's kind of uncomfortable and it digs into my skin. I have an appointment later today, so I'm gonna see if I could maybe get a slightly bigger bra or like kind of see what's up with that because it's really uncomfortable to wear. But yeah, so basically my recovery has been like kind of this strict pill schedule, and thankfully Bryant is kind of helping me keep track of all that, but I have to take like muscle relaxer, like nerve pain kind of thing, and then like a pain pill, and then I had to take antibiotics for the first few days, and then I'm supposed to like get up and walk every hour, and I'm supposed to take a deep like 10 deep breaths every hour, and then also put an ice pack on like every hour for like 20 minutes. So it's a lot more than I expected, I guess, but they're really just trying to prevent, I forgot what it's called, but there's something that they're trying to prevent where if you move too much, the implant can kind of like freeze up and then you have to get them taken out. So obviously they're trying to avoid that. Overall, I'd say that I'm doing good. I mean, I feel like I chose a good time to do this because I'm just home with my family for the holidays. And I was kind of planning on taking a break from work anyways. I still have some work that I have to do, so that's been really hard to keep up with, to just like even just get ready, like getting ready. Like I put on makeup and did my hair today because I had to post some Instagram stories, and even something as small as that is like a monumental task for me right now. As far as like what they look like right now, they kind of look a little weird. They're really high and really tight. Like they don't look like natural breast tissue right now. So a lot of people have asked like, do you like how they look? Do you like the size? And it's like, I don't know yet. I mean, I think that I like the size overall, but I won't really know how I like them until about the 6-week mark. So I'm gonna have to record again when it's been about 6 weeks and they're a little bit more natural looking, and that's when I'll take like my before and after. Another really hard part about this is that I have had a hard time like getting out of the bed on my own, and I have to sleep on my back, and I'm normally a stomach sleeper, so that's really hard for me. The thing that's kind of tricky is like in the middle of the night, if I need a drink or I need to go to the bathroom, I have to wake up Bryant because he has to help me out of the bed. So I feel really bad because he's literally doing everything. Like he's taking care of me, he's taking care of Jade. He even made dinner for my whole family last night. So shout out to Bryant because he is the best husband ever and deserves a vacation after this for sure. All right, we are at the 1 month mark. I think I'm actually a little bit after the 1 month mark, but this week was just crazy with moving to Hawaii. More on that next week. But yeah, the elements have really come together to help me make this video because as you can see, my house is so clean. I've got boxes of clothes over there. I broke my brush in Arizona and I ordered a new one and it got delayed and now it's not coming till Sunday. So I got in the ocean and don't have like a way to brush my hair. So I've got this little rat's nest going on and I think I'm getting a sore throat. So my voice sounds nice and raspy. So basically everything is working against me for this video, but I needed to finish off because I wanted to obviously show my progress, talk a little bit about like why I did this and the recovery, and then also answer questions that I know people are gonna ask. So I'm gonna get those questions like right out of the way. I went to Dr. Guerra in Scottsdale, Arizona. The surgery cost about $7,000, which if you have shopped around for this before, that's actually a pretty good price. My friend went to the same doctor like 8 years ago, I think, and she only paid $4,500. So the prices have gone up a lot, but the 2 or 3 other doctors that I reached out to, their prices started at like $10,000. So $7,000, yes, it is a lot, but they do also offer interest-free payment plans, so that can be a little bit more manageable for some people. As far as the size goes, I would say before I was maybe like an A, maybe a B, but now I'm for sure like at least a C cup. But the implants themselves, you get to try them on and see them before you get the surgery, and I tried on a bunch of different sizes, and the size that I settled on was a little bit smaller than what the doctor thought based on our phone consultation that I was gonna want, but that just felt like more natural to my body and didn't feel like it made me look too top heavy. So I went with the 330 cc's, which I think 200 cc's is like 1 cup size. So I went about like a cup and a half up in size. And you can also choose like a projection level. So there's implants that are like more flat and they just add volume, and then there's implants that are like more pointy, like they bring the projection out. And so I went with like a medium projection. That kind of leads me into like the main reason why I wanted this surgery. I feel like this kind of stuff is a little bit controversial, but I'm really happy with my decision. Like already it has made such a huge difference for me. For me, it hasn't always necessarily been like an issue that I was like small chested. It was more that I have this thing called a pigeon chest. That's actually like the name the doctor called it too. So cool, have a pigeon chest, that's fun. But that basically just means that my sternum like protrudes out. And because of that, like I had small boobs and they were kind of like pushed to the side. And so clothing just like never fit me right. And like I would see girls with small boobs and they could totally pull off things that I'm like, I can't pull that off. And it was more about like my anatomy than like the size so much. So I actually like enjoy having smaller boobs. That's why I didn't go with like a huge size. And so this is like the perfect, I feel like, size for me. Like this is as big as I would want to go. I'll kind of show you if you want to see. So I feel like if you had never met me or seen me before, you like might not even really be able to tell. I wanted something that just looked really natural for my frame. Like I don't have a huge butt or anything, so I'm like, I didn't want to just look like I had huge boobs and like nothing to match on the back. But yeah, that was kind of like the thing that really made me finally decide to do it. I think there's this misconception that if you get plastic surgery, it's because you hated yourself before, or you hate your body, or like that it came from a really bad place. And it's funny because I think if I would have gotten this surgery like 10 years ago, that may have been true. I think I've come to really love my body and appreciate it, especially after having a baby. So for me now at this point, like getting the surgery felt more like getting my hair done. And obviously it's more invasive than getting your hair done, but that's just kind of the analogy I'm gonna use. So like I get my hair blonde, right? And when I get my hair done, no one looks at that and says, oh my gosh, did you just hate yourself when you had brown hair? Or do you hate people with brown hair? Or like, do you think brown hair is ugly? And it's like, no. Like those have nothing to do with the fact that I want blonde hair. It's just that I like the way I look blonde. And it's something I can do that just makes me feel confident. And that's how this surgery has felt for me. Like, I don't think that small boobs are bad. I don't think I was ugly before. Like, I actually had, I think, like the best like self-esteem about my body that I've ever had, like right before I got the surgery. And so I was like in a really good place. And yeah, it just felt like good timing, and I'm really happy with my decision. And like my whole experience was really good. I don't feel like the recovery was that bad. The most pain was just like the first day or two, and then I was just like on pain pills for a week straight. So I don't even really remember anything after that. And then the hardest part I would say was just not being able to hold Jade. I think at this point I'm still actually not even supposed to lift her, which at this point is really hard. So I'm not perfect at that, but I am trying to still limit myself. But you know, if you're a mom, you understand it's like nearly impossible not to pick up your child every day. Other than that, I would say recovery has been really great. My scars are really small, and I have some scar gel that I put on it, and they started like up here. Like when I first got them done, they're kind of up high and they're really circular and they look like baseballs under your skin. And then you wear like this band over it and you do these massages, and it helps it kind of sink down, and it goes into what they call like a pocket. And then it sits like in the pocket, and it kind of creates like a little fold underneath, and so that is what's going to make them look more natural. So this is like generally what they will look like, but I heard that like the 2-month mark is like way closer to what they'll look like, and then they're not considered like completely done until the year mark. So a year mark, maybe I'll do a little update video about, I don't know, whatever, if anyone wants the update in a year, how I feel about them, if I regret my decision or if I'm happy with my decision. But so far I'm super happy. I've already tried on a bunch of my clothes because a bunch of my clothes got shipped to Hawaii, so I haven't like had any swimsuits or anything with me. And so this week was the first week I've gotten to try on swimsuits and try on dresses that I have avoided wearing because I just felt like they didn't look good on me, and now I'm like, wow, I actually like fill out my clothes and stuff. So it's really fun to be able to wear what I really want to wear, and yeah, it's just been such a good experience. I will say, if you have ever breastfed before, the first couple weeks it really felt like when you're like full of milk and you need to like express yourself. That's exactly how it felt for like 2 weeks. I was like, I feel like I need to go like breastfeed or pump or something, but now they feel completely normal. They feel like a part of my body. They like move naturally, and I don't feel like I have something like in me or on me. The only thing I will say is I went swimming in the ocean yesterday, and they did feel like a little weird in the ocean. I don't know if that was because it was a little cold, but they felt like a little harder in the ocean. But I think over time they're supposed to continue to get softer and everything like that. But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up this video. If you have more questions, let me know down below. I was really excited to share this part of my life with you guys. It's kind of the reason I haven't really been on YouTube, between this and like not being in Hawaii and like not really feeling inspired, and then also just like holidays, and like we were living at our parents' house for the last 6 weeks. It just didn't really feel like doable to do YouTube videos, but I'm back. I'm on a schedule. I've already filmed the video for next week, so it's gonna be like just a little vlog of our first week here in Hawaii. And yeah, I have some fun things planned. So if you aren't already, hit that subscribe, leave a comment, because that just really encourages me. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.